While driving, the woman noticed something strange. The car in front of her seemed to be deliberately trying to compete with her. No matter how she drove, the black car always managed to block her path. Seizing an opportunity, Mary pressed down on the accelerator, attempting to overtake the black car directly. But that's when something terrifying happened. The driver matched her speed, staying perfectly in line with her. Mary grew increasingly confused and uneasy. To make matters worse, a truck was approaching from the opposite direction. Thankfully, Mary managed to swerve and avoid a collision just in time. Before she could recover from the scare, the black car suddenly sped up and stuck close behind her, honking wildly and flashing its high beams. It was clear the driver of the black car was angry about Mary's risky overtaking maneuver. Out in the middle of nowhere, Mary didn't want to get into any kind of conflict. Reluctantly, she decided to change lanes and let the car pass. Fortunately, the driver took a different route, and Mary finally breathed a sigh of relief. But later that evening, when Mary stopped at a gas station to refuel, she was shocked to see the same black car pull in as well. A sense of unease crept over her. Without wasting any time, Mary quickly drove away from the gas station and checked into a nearby motel. Lying in bed, she stared at a photo of herself and her late husband on her phone, unable to shake the memories. Not long ago, her husband had passed away in a tragic accident, and this trip was meant to help her heal and clear her mind. The next morning, Mary prepared to hit the road as usual, but just as she started her car, a stranger suddenly approached her. The man introduced himself as the driver of the black car from the day before and apologized for what had happened. He explained that he hadn't meant to scare her. His name was Jack, and his tone suggested that he was interested in getting to know Mary. However, Mary, sensing something off, politely but firmly declined his attempt at friendliness. Jack, realizing her discomfort, backed off and left her alone. Shortly after, Mary got back on the road and resumed her journey. But to her shock, she hadn't driven far before she encountered Jack again, this time on the same stretch of road.